Welcome to today's Daily Report Market Analysis videos with me, Richard Perry, Market Analyst at Hantec on Friday the 3rd of January. There has been a significant development in the world of geopolitics where the US has made an airstrike on Baghdad's international airport and killed one of Iran's top generals, commander, who is a key advisor with regard to military strategy and also been a significant voice regarding how the Iranians deal with the US in Iraq. And subsequently, this move by the US has significantly affected through markets. You've seen that safe haven plays have benefited. Look at that move on gold, up over 1% higher. The oil price spiking over 3% higher. Let me show you that oil price move. That WTI spiking over 3% higher. Volatility is up. The VIX has jumped back from 12.5 to 15, over 15 just initially today. We've got US futures on equities which are down over 1%. And the safe haven plays generally, the yen is a big outperformer. Also the dollar is performing well, as the euro, sterling, but also more specifically Aussie and Kiwi are all under pressure today. So really significant moves that we're seeing through these markets. And I've just seen this VIX volatility at the bottom here, 22% up. So that's a really strong move that we've seen. Treasury yields also dropping over 5 basis points down on the 10-year yield. So really significant moves through markets today. So how this plays out, the Iranians have suggested that they will be retaliating, and it could be that we see this to be the acceleration of geopolitical tensions in the region surrounding the oil supply. The shipping of oil through the Strait of Hormuz could be an issue. So it has got the potential to be a significant play through these markets in the coming days and weeks. Now, with regards to data points today, we've got the UK construction PMI, which around about 7% of the UK economy as the construction PMI, expected to improve marginally to 45.9, but as you can see, yeah, I mean, you could argue that is at a bottoming, but to be honest, it's still incredibly in contraction mode there, so not great there. Later on today also we have the US ISM data. ISM manufacturing 49.0, up from 48.1. Now that is interesting because that would also be an improvement, although again still in contraction territory there for the US data from the ISM. So we have some key data points today. We've also got the Fed minutes today at 7 o'clock this evening UK time. That is for the December meeting, and it'll be interesting to see what the US Federal Reserve has to say about inflation, I believe. So that takes me on to my chart today, and we see that the yen strengthening. Now, I was looking at this chart yesterday as the yen was strengthening against the euro, and it was beginning to put pressure on that uptrend. Well, that uptrend has now been broken. Uptrend since October has now been decisively broken, but also this pivot band, 2075 to 2140. If I zoom out here, you can see the significance of that pivot band over recent months, over the last 6 months or so. It has been a key turning point on several occasions, but now breaking sharply below that. That really does suggest a shift in sentiment. Look at this 55-day moving average, have been supportive through November and December, has now been breached as well. So a big basis of resistance around 2075 now. Key breakdown, we're seeing the RSI falling towards 40. MACD lines bear crossing lower, stochastics accelerating lower. This really does look like a negative move. You could argue this is a small double top, which sort of gives you a target of around about 119.50, which we're not too far off actually already. But 119.25, that key November low, that looks as though it could well come under pressure. Initial support, 120 big figure, 119.65, but before that 119.25 area of support from that November low. So really does look as though the market is taking a shift in towards safe haven plays. So that's dollar yen. Euro yen breaking down, negative configuration across momentum indicators. Any sort of unwinding move back towards sort of 40 areas, 40 to 50, I think is a chance to sell on that hourly RSI. The 120.75 breakdown is now a basis of resistance overhead, 120.75 to 121 figure area. That old low from that little mini top is a nice little sell zone now, I think, for euro yen, and it certainly looks as though the market is sort of growing increasingly into a negative correction move. So with that in mind, I wish you good luck in your trading. Click here to subscribe to our analysis videos and go to our website to sign up for our webinars.